Let's go, D.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 41, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
48, Mike.
There's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Yeah, let's go second.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Preston Smith there on the stop.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Mike's by 4. There's a party now. Kill. One. Kill. Joker. Watch twin.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. It's caught, Nelson. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Mariota working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Off the play fake, Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. You got tight right there. Check.
Now Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. It's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This time, Wilson will throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete to QT. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 65 yards.
First and goal.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Another try on second down with Gurley. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We got 3. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 50. I got him.
Third and goal, Mariota. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here it's third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. And off his back foot into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 5-4, Charlie. Mike 5-4.
Here's Mariota. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
they'll sneak it with Mariota. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal.
Where are they, Chief?
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On the ground, Kamara. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action. It's Wilson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Mullins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
58 to Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Run.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. So they try for two, successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check right 54. Right 54. Blue game. One. Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing, Mariota. He's got a man, complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Come on here. Come get some alpha. Here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and long here for Mariota. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Patch, rotate.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on first down. Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. Man, I got you.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 32 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They run it with Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 75 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
They go play action now. Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. 20. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
14. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again they run with Gurley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Third and goal, Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 24. Good. There.
Now Wilson throwing again. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Incomplete from the contact. Sets up 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mariota with a knee to the ground, and that should be it.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.